Georgia on My Mind is now playing in my head and in yours, so I don't get a copyright strike. Today, we will be teeing off on a course where dogwoods bloom and legends are made. An iconic course deserving of its own intro. A course unlike any other. This is Augusta National Golf Club. Let's do this thing, shall we? First tee at Augusta National Golf Club. It's iconic. Absolutely iconic. Oh, we are going to stripe it right out the gate. Now, for reference of what we got going on here, we were playing off of the back tees. I don't know if they've got mixed tee set going on here. We've got default conditions. The greens are pretty quick. Looks like the winds are pretty tame here. And we're playing on what the planned Platinum Tour conditions are for TGC. So we are rocking and rolling with Legend, no vibration. Got the swing meter off. Should make for a pretty tough challenge. But if we can hit all of our points like this, it's definitely going to make things a lot easier for ourselves. But that's kind of the big key whenever you're playing on these tougher settings, is if you can hit your swing points, that makes life a heck of a lot easier. We're just casual birdie to start. All right, hole number 2, we get our first par 5 opportunity. I think we're just going to take the inside line here. I don't even think we need to take the power drive. The power drive could definitely get in. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Ooh. All right, well, first missed contact point of the round. And that's going to put us on a very aggressive draw line. Take us 384 yards down the hill. Like I said, we're playing the blue tees. I'm not sure if that's truly the tips or if they've got some mixed tees going on, but pin set 4. This is where Louis Oosthuizen made his albatross a number of years ago. Now, I don't think that we're going to have the same amount of rollout that he did, but we'll see what we can do. Play at about 180 yards, balls below our feet just a little bit, and then the wind. So this 8-iron is gonna be needing maybe just like a little bit of loft and spin to kind of try and sit it down. Just gotta be careful. I'm gonna play it just a little bit more left. Oh, I flared the face, though. That's going in the bunker. Dang. All right. I was trying to play it more to the left since it feeds that way. But a little bit short-sighted. I feel like we might have to take the pick, because I feel like if we try and splash it out of here, it's going to roll a little too much. Let's just go right at it. A little bit left to a little bit right. 86%. Just in front of the hole. We'll take a tap in bird. Now this third hole is always a tough one. You can drive it down quite a bit, but I feel like if I get down there too close in this game, my ability to chip it and try and run it and distance control and everything, if I could get out towards like a spinner, that would probably be more ideal. I think what we're going to do is just take this 3-wood, put just like the babiest of fades, run it right up the middle, and hopefully we've left ourselves far enough back that I can maybe just partial a lob wedge. Perfect. 81 yards. Take a little bit off of this guy. It's going to be uphill with a little bit of wind. We should be able to get some bounce. Got to factor this side, this right to left into this shot here. 82%, so we'll just take it back. Take it back a little ways. That's a great line. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Make sure we give it enough pace. We're 3 under out the gate. Okay. Absolutely lighten it up. It is a little bit weird seeing this course without spectators or patrons as they might be called on the broadcast. Definitely a little bit odd. Don't know how I feel about it. Also, like, okay, so how does one normally play this shot? Because we even hit our 4-iron 215. Is the problem here that we just don't have a 3-iron to hit into this? Because, I mean, this is effectively playing 220, I'll call it like 7 to the pin. I have to carry it about 225, which is going to be smack dab in between this. And then I guess I put some loft on it. And I'm going to play a little bit more, just play a real high shot here out to the left, or out to the right rather. Hold it. Where's this thing gonna go? I just don't know how you keep it in that low part, because this is really tough from back here. Like, do you intentionally put yourself in the bunker, or is this putt okay? Like, how would you all approach this? What's the game plan with the yardage? Because I have a sculptor with some decent distance. I don't have extra distance on my irons, but definitely have more distance than most people playing, it feels like. So, just what do you do? What do you do? All right, a little bit overswing. Might not be the worst thing to like get us to the ridge and going. So I needed to really pick up speed here going down. Come on, keep going. It's going to run out of steam before the hole, isn't it? Ah, that was so good. That was so good. It's going to be our first par, but a 3 on the card. Not bad. This fifth hole. This fifth hole is nasty. Power drive. Backspin. We might be able to just straight up carry it. We hit the points. See ya. Fortunately, I was aimed enough to the right because I would not have carried that straight up. But the fact that we were able to hit it down here and now have an 8-iron in is absolutely huge for the way that this hole plays. This hole can be pretty dang nasty. So now I can take just a little bit off of this. It's not bouncing like crazy. I actually have to worry more, I think, about how far above my feet this shot is. Now I can leave it in for a nice little right to left smackaroo once it gets onto the green. Okay, I was a little bit slow in my transition. You can see that I lost just a touch of power. That's going to leave us a little bit further away. But that being said, I feel like we've been putting pretty well on these faster greens. Let's see if we can't jinx ourselves. Yep, cool. Love a good jinx. But an easy par will do the trick. Come to the 6th hole, another tough par 3. I feel like the par 3s on the front 9 are very difficult around this course. We're playing about 164. I mean, this 8-iron, this whole location is always a tough one. I'm going to give it just a little bit of backspin. We're going to play it in a fairly aggressive manner and just try and make sure we're on that back shelf. Oh. We flared that one. This is going to be outside of spinner distance. This is going to be a real test. A real test of control. A little uphill chipperoo that we maybe just bleed onto the green and hopefully have it stop and not go rolling too far. A little bit of an underswing. That's kind of been my kind of been my crux with the chipper in hand. But again, pars on par threes. Really not a bad place to be. That's just beautiful to watch. It's just beautiful to watch. I know it would be a little bit more immersive if we didn't have the trail on, but it's kind of like watching the shots on TV where they put the shot tracer. Makes it a little bit easier for me to follow. I mean, my eyes are good, but you know what? Screw it. We'll just hit it to the back. And we'll just hit it right to the back. Let this thing drift to the right. Because I think it's going to get to this backstop and have enough spin to come back because it's a wedge. Yeah, it didn't have really any zip of its own. So we just used the nice little contour of the green. Put this thing pin high. Tap in to find another birdie. All right, off the par train. Off the par train. Now this par 5, 573 yards up the hill and into the wind. I don't think we're getting after it in 2. I don't think it matters really what angle we take, or even if we took the power drive. So I'm going to just try and play it up to the left. I mean, maybe, just maybe, we can get something running, because it's 270. I mean, it's playing like it's in the 280s. That's back there. The angle that we have is not great. It's going to be well uphill. I guess the question is, do we want to even be on the green? Because that's probably the smart play. Because I think I carry it to about here. Being on the green and trying to 2-putt, I actually think I want to take... I think I want to take my 3-wood out more to the right and leave myself with the ability to pitch, maybe play a spinner out from a hopefully flatter spot here. Get a little bit onto the mound. But 39 yards, I mean, I guess the real question is why wouldn't you spin this? Why wouldn't you spin it? Got the uphill lie, it's 94%. That's 100%, so we'll take it back just a little bit under. Why wouldn't you spin it? Why wouldn't you? Easy bird. All right, just get it down to the opening. Striped. Absolutely striped. Yeah, we can see that green peeking out to the left. You just got to get it down into this open bit of fairway so we can play it back up the hill. This is going to be a spin control shot. This is going to be a spin control shot. It's playing about 108. We're hitting slightly up the hill. You've got slope. It's going to bounce. I'm going to put a little bit... This is so tough. Because I don't want to go too far. So I'm going to put a little bit on that and then take just, I think, a little bit off. I'm like there. This is a really touchy shot. Wind's going a little bit to the right. It is up the hill. It is partialed. So I'm not going to play for a ton here. I slightly underhit the power. I think that's going to be okay. I'm back gently. Sit, stay up. Oh, that is danger close. That is danger close. Yikes. So hard to control that. Because effectively that shot we would have, I think, needed to partial it even more and play even more on the spin there. All right, we're going straight line here. And I think we just take the 3-wood. I think we just take the 3-wood because it's gonna kick left. As long as we don't get too far to the right, it should kick left, feed down towards this bunker, but not get into it. And actually, where we played that, we might get to a fairly flat spot. Yeah, I like that. Ball's only slightly above our feet. We're playing downhill here. It's effectively 167 and then wind at the back, so maybe we're playing this like 163. It's going to be about 6 yards short. But we're on a downhill lie, 9-iron. Take just a touch. I don't know. I feel like it's been landing pretty soft. Then it bounces right to left on the green. I don't want to be too far left at the end of this. Quad perfects. Getting that baby draw. Want bounce forward left. Little roll out to the hole. Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't play more backspin on that 9-iron. Absolutely playing on the money. We'll cash in for another bird. And now we come to the stretch. Hole number 11. An absolutely monstrous par 4. So tough. Fortunately, the default conditions do not have the winds crazy high. I was hoping to get a little bit more wind for the challenge, but I also didn't want to just crank it up and artificially start to make this a little more challenging than I wanted it to be. If I wanted it to be really challenging, I'd start throwing it on like true sim settings or something. Maybe sometime in the future we'll start getting into the true sim stuff again. Playing 173, a little bit of wind. I think this 8-iron is honestly playing like kind of right at it. You've got a little bit of uphill. It's gonna, yeah, I think you've got to take some loft on it. That's only gonna take a little bit of yardage off, but it's gonna soften the blow, and then you take the rest off with this 8. And now it's ball above the feet. It's turning over to the left. This little bit of wind is also moving it left. And I don't want to be anywhere close to that water, so we're not gonna mess with it anymore. I was a little fast on the downswing, so we are carrying a little bit extra. But that's the sit that I wanted. I got into transition. I wasn't in love. Just gave it a little bit of a heavy-handed thwack. Wow, that came off. Now I am seeing that I had push open on that. I guess I gotta believe that mattered. Gave that one up. Here we go. Hole number 12. The hole set to the right-hand side here. Stuck well between our 9-iron and our pitching wedge. It is downhill. It is slightly downwind. And we are not wanting to bail out. I want to get the ace so bad. I know that this is the smart play. But we're not necessarily about the smart play around here. We're about the scoring play. So we're gonna try and hit that scoring play. A little partial, 94%. We pushed it, but we did not leave the face open. So we're gonna sit pretty. Leave ourselves a birdie putt. It's not gonna be the hole-in-one. The hole-in-one's been escaping us. It feels really, really good to get out of there with a bird. And now we're going to try and take this baby draw. Well, we pushed it. That might actually get us into the light rough if we don't get a heavy enough kick to the left here. All right. Even though the tee box has moved back. Well, actually, you know what? It is doing a number because that's 235 yards to this flag, and this ball is above the feet. I can guarantee you this thing is going to be working left. I got to take a little bit off of this guy too. This is going to curl. 98%. Striped it. I mean, look at that. Striped it and it curled left just like we thought. You gotta leave enough room on the green. Is this the place to be putting from? I guess it's not too bad. I guess it's not too bad. You leave yourself pretty flat putt just with some break. Left to right, it's moving the whole way. You get it outside the hole. It's breaking a lot at the end. Come on. Come on. No. Oh. I think that power miss. I think the power miss is what does it. I think on both of those. Holy lip out. Holy lip out, Batman. Alright. Nice and steady stroke. I don't know what got to me there. I think I was just trying to make the putt so badly that I just absolutely slammed the stick forward. I've kind of done that a few times on a few of our approach shots. I mean, we did it on 11. Very easy to just kind of get in your own way. And just like that, we leave one a little bit outside. All right. I mean, the light rough, not playing anything too crazy most of the time. I think I want just maybe a little bit, just a little bit on this, just in case. But if we get absolutely low rolled here, we could be in for a tough time, so hopefully we get all of it. That should be pretty nice. Yeah, a little bit of rollout out of the light rough, but we're just off the green, which means that I will gladly add a little bit of power to this thing. And we were just reading the putts pretty well, yeah? So if that's the case, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, one last par 5 to try and add some score in. We're going to have to get over the water, which means we're going to have to get this down there. Quad perfects returning to their former glory. Quad perfects just so satisfying. So satisfying. Can't tell me otherwise. 185 yards. This is going to leave us a little 4 yards short. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tight. I'm going to maybe take a little bit off of that. I don't want to be short on this if we bounce a little long. If we bounce a little long, then so be it. I'm going to play it out to the right. Leave it some room to bounce and roll out. There we go. That was smoother. I caught the tree branch? That's so unlucky. Are you serious? And the... Okay, I thought I had placed it in the fairway, to be honest. Thought I placed it in the fairway, to be honest. So this is now not great. This is not great. That's 100%, so take it back just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of a flyer, a little bit of rollout. Cool beans. Cool beans. Well, we're going to need a little bit of a miracle if we don't want to put a bogey on the card. And that's not a miracle. That's a double bogey waiting to happen. All right, well, I didn't think that this was going to be the hole that was going to get us in trouble, but, you know, trees. Trees, man. They're evil. Most of the time, they don't play, but when they do, it sucks. Okay, well, things were going pretty swimmingly until that moment. But why not have a little fun with this hole? 6 iron, it's a little uphill, the wind's playing. Try and play this right to left Let it drift round the bend. Hole in one. Easy game. What is life? Look at the quad perfects. We're just asking for it. We're just asking for it. Oh, that sat so soft. There's so much disappointment in that. There's so much disappointment in that. I really thought we were going to get just a bit more kick. Feels bad, man. He's blocking it. But it's in. He liked it. What a view. What a view. Staring right at my behind. Well, I mean guys behind. Sorry. Not mine. I'm not in the game. But staring right at guys behind for the putt on 16. You know, they tried to pan the camera, but he's just too thick. He's just too thick. Before anybody questions his thickness, all right? He is 69 on every stat, so he was just born this way. I don't know what else to tell you. Ball's above the feet, a little bit uphill. I've been trying to envision like the way that I watch like the shot tracers. What did I say, 93%? That's like here, right? Trying to envision the shot tracers when it comes to ball above the feet, ball below the feet, how the ball reacts. And it's honestly been working pretty well. Like, who would have thunk that a physics sim golf game might actually behave like IRL golf physics? Who would have thunk? Okay, so real talk, on this hole, do you take driver into win? I feel like driver runs through. I'm gonna take a 3-wood. I don't know. I like really and truly don't know what the play is here, because obviously sacrifice with 3-wood is you are so freaking far back here. I probably would have been okay, because now I gotta take hybrid. Oh no, 4-iron. Okay, never mind. No, we're still gonna have to take hybrid because I don't think I have enough legs here. This is playing effectively 217, and then the not the elevation. That's what we're factoring in there, but it's the ball at my feet, kind of below me, but a little bit uphill. And then the wind in. I mean, we're effectively playing into the 220s here. And so if I were to hit it stock at the 215, it's gonna be like here. So maybe what we do, since the ball is playing a bit below my feet and everything's kind of fading, we're gonna play it a little left to that right-hand side, and then we're gonna overpower this 4-iron because I feel like shaving off the 3 hybrid is gonna be tough. 102, we got perfects everywhere else. That's some pretty good math. That's some pretty good math. And some will say this game is just a math simulator, even on the highest difficulties. And to you, I say it has always been a math simulator, and this is how I've always played the game. So I guess just get on board. Well, that there is, in my opinion, a pretty dang solid round. Taking out the double bogey, and we're shooting 6 under on both 9s. I mean, we're playing on legend, and the conditions weren't that crazy, but it still plays tough. Like, we struck the ball really, really well. Start missing a few strikes, start missing a few putts, crank up the wind a little bit. Like, all of a sudden, these scores start to come down, and the course gets its teeth more and more and more. But I had an absolute blast playing it. It's always a good time to head on over to Augusta. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, hopefully you'll drop a like on the video and a sub if you are new here. And I hope to see you around in the next one or the next live stream. Take care.